Oh, reloaded.
And you know, 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 yeah. Taking out this time, give you a piece of my mind. Cause you can't let the hustle do you think you are.
Well, it was kind of an honor to me actually that Raheem, you know, I've known Raheem for a while, you know, and I kind of was doing my thing with other local talent and, you know, other known producers and from this area, Chucky Thompson and a few other people. And Raheem was an up-and-coming R&B artist that, you know, I knew about him when he first signed his deal. His manager is like a mentor. And, you know, I kind of watched Raheem, you know, go through the ranks as far as, you know, doing the just local shows and, you know, putting out all the mixtapes and doing the Urban Ave 31 stuff. And, you know, I mean, I just watched his buzz grow from nothing to a whole lot. And I guess he kind of saw the same thing in me. Saw me dealing with just local people to, you know, start to place tracks on the national level. And, you know, we kind of, you know, just kept crossing paths. Raheem just saw me on my grind, and I saw him on his grind. And you know how they say it's so cliche, but real recognize real. And it just went from there, man. And one morning I gave him the call, like, man, I finally got the name, man. Let's call it 368. So at first he was like, what's that? You know, and I told him to look at the telephone and try to dial DMV. There it went.
What? What? DMV, I run it. Station ain't high, are you a friend? I am.
We refer to the label a lot of times as boutique. You know what I mean? But when I say boutique, not to be, you know, not to get it twisted, but thrift store, you know, boutique like your commonwealth, your common shares. You know what I'm saying? Like this is very selective. Yeah, selective. You know what I mean? But also very viral. You know what I mean? And just the power of word of mouth is like, I don't think there's anything like greater.
I don't want to get pigeonholed and say that we are about DMV artists. We are really. I mean, now I know it's a lot of talent here, and I'm looking for talent right here in my backyard first. But at the same time, we definitely, you know, we're looking for talent. Period. If we come across some talent in Canada, by all means, we gonna end up with a Canadian artist.
I think our focus, you know, starting the label and, you know, brainstorming and trying to figure out what our strategy would be is that, you know, everybody always says that they feel like this is the next area to blow, or when will this area blow. And we want to have an organization, a foundation that's based here. So, you know, there was a time period where even in the early stages of my career as a writer and an artist, where, you know, I felt like I had to go to New York to get on, or I would go post up down in Atlanta, you know, hoping I would run into, you know, Babyface or someone, you know what I mean, from Face Records. And, you know, ultimately our goal and agenda is to stay, you know, deep-rooted in the community, you know what I mean, not to be cliche, and to have a label and a base here so that artists that fit the caliber what we're looking for from this area can come get down, or folks may come across from across the country, come from across the world to say, like, I want to be part of that 368 brand. You know, I piggyback the situation from time to time, but my agenda is to break, you know, our agenda is to break new artists, you know, like the Phil Days, Shebas, Stello, you know, we can go down the line. It's a lot of talent here in the area. When I say in the area, coming from Baltimore down to VA, and this is our, you know, this is our area that we send it on, and we're watching and scoping out. But you know, whatever comes our way, if it's talent, man, you know, we're gonna sign it up and try and do our best to expose the world to it.
I want 368 to be looked at as more of a brand and a lifestyle, because the music that we make, the music that our artists are going to make, are going to be reflected upon the way we live and the way our artists live, and the styles that come from this area. Like I said, you know, I've said it a million times, a lot of our styles are, you know, it's kind of cliche to say this, but we get swagger jacked all the time from this area and get no credit for it. So I want it to be known, you know, where certain things come from that we do.
But now, you know, seeing how, you know, how the internet is taking over, whatever, it's going to be a combination of, you know, that internet virus and just, you know, the blogs, the tastemakers, the chat rooms. You know, that's why you have certain bands that can gross over $1 million a year. You know what I mean? Between performing and radio play and that, and they don't have to leave the city to do it. You know what I mean? So they'll perform 4 or 5 times, 6 times a night. And a week, you know, and I think so. With that being said, it's like we just gotta grind it out, man. Like you gotta grind it out. If you're not grinding it out, it's like, what's the point?
Your first thing on the agenda, get a lawyer. That's number one. First and foremost, get a lawyer. Second of all, get ready for a lot of paperwork. You know, first of all, you gotta perform yourself a company. Whether it's an LLC, S corporation, whatever it is that you want to do, set up your publishing situation. You have to get, you know, general contracts developed for whatever you're trying to sign. I mean, however the deal is, it's probably going to vary on situation. It might be at this point in time, everything. If you're signing an artist to a record contract, it's most likely not just a record contract, but a 360 deal. If you're doing, you know, management or production situations, which we do all of.
That he can spit with, stop fronting like anything material trumps the mind. Only one makes the other, that's intelligent design.
June 15th, Art of Noise, Raheem Devaughn. Free mixtape / pre-album edition.
Yeah, the free downloadable project, whatever you want to call it, the mixtape, the underground album, you know, the prelude to the Love and War masterpiece. It'll be available on 368musicgroup.com. The link will be passed around, the Facebooks, the MySpaces, the Twitters, and it'll direct you there where you can get, you know, download.
This is full length now.
About like 20 songs,
yeah,
like 20,
you don't get
20,
this every day.
20 unreleased joints.
July the 8th, Commonwealth, Family Affair, and Speak Easy. Speak Easy and Family Affair are 2 boutiques out of Denver.
Presents drum roll.
Starting on JV, Feel Our Day. And he's starting on JV. He gonna explain that concept to y'all. It's called Starting on JV. He's a real creative kid. He's 20 years old. He's from Silver Spring, DMV's own.
I think for everybody out there in the Baltimore area, we got Stello. You know what I mean? Stello coming real soon, the mixtape, Through the Wire. They'll be buzzing in the street real heavy. So look out there for his grind. Everybody that's out there in B-more. Everybody that likes something a little more grimy on the street side, got something real special for y'all coming out there in the south side. I see this movement coming real heavy out on the south side. Mr. Main and GBU. You know, got that mixtape coming to you real soon.
Shout to LCD, About That Money Music, Ice the Villain, Stello, Mr. Main, GBU, Feel Our Day, Sheba, Lil D, the whole 368, Face, Devaughn Enterprises, man, the whole crew, man.
T-Nub.
T. Shout out to Tennyson Rich, our home, our partner. Check out Amadi Magazine.
Check out Amadi Magazine.
We got the bad Jones cracking off a combo. Polyphonic phone burner, mouth has mono. No